Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you...
Time goes by so slowly, time goes by so slowly. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you do not know who I am, my name is Enza. I'm 17 years old and I am an overly self-conscious tran. If you are still celebrating the holidays, I hope you're having an amazing time, and let me get started. So, a lot of things bother me in life, yeah? And this one thing especially bothers me a lot. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but you might be able to see by the title that this is the thing that's bothering me. When people judge me, but they can't look past the trans part, it bothers me a lot. Okay, so to start off, I need to say that I believe judging someone is basic human nature. And by judge, I don't mean the way the Bible tells you not to judge someone. You know, you shouldn't look down on someone, you know, all that. By judge, I mean analyzing someone. When you meet someone or you get to know someone, you analyze them constantly as you get to know them, like with time. And I think that is just basic human nature, because we want to know who we are associating ourselves with, and that's basically what we've been doing for the last 10,000 years as a human species. So I have a problem with people looking into one part of my identity. I think instead of judging less or analyzing less, we should judge more or analyze more. We should judge people as an entirety, as a whole, and not just judge one part of their identity. And this does not just apply to trans people only. This applies to a lot of other people as well, like people with other more unique characteristics. For example, I know a lot of language learners will not befriend another person unless he or she speaks two or more languages. And that kind of sounds dumb, but some of them go by that rule. And for example, a lot of other conservative people or more traditional people, especially here in South Africa, will not get to know me just because I am a tran. And I just want that to stop. I want people, like, instead of judge one part of me, judge the entire me. And if you still don't like me after that, then that's fine. Like, I just want people to look past this one thing of my identity, which is which is a small part, by the way. Like, I'm not just a tranny, you know? I'm not just a transgender individual. I just happen to be trans. I'm also a 17-year-old girl. I'm also really into music. I love architecture. I love aviation. That's something not a lot of people know about me. I love medicine. I've got a first aid certificate. Not a lot of people know that either. I love my boyfriend. I love literature. I love languages. There are so many other things that I'm interested in that form part of my identity, other than just being a tran. And I spoke to my one friend I spoke to a lot of people about this. Actually, I've discussed this topic with a lot of people to try and get everybody's insight on this. And I haven't written a script, but I'm just trying to not stutter as much, because this is really like an important important point I'm trying to make. This one friend of mine also said that a lot of people think that when you befriend someone of the LGBT, for example, they are constantly just going to be all LGBT, and in some cases that is the truth. We know that some LGBT people are just LGBT, they're all LGBT, they're just gayer than gay, they're basically made up of gay dust or something. But for the majority of other people, it's just another part of their identity. I, for example, know that a lot of trans girls I've been talking to, and I've gathered this information, not 100% intentionally, but I've realized that I've spoken about this topic to a lot of people. I'm sorry if you can hear noises in the background. I realized that I've spoken about this topic to a lot of people, and the majority of trans girls that I've talked to want to blend in rather than stand out. And a lot of them have other interests as well. And a lot of people expect me to get along with a trans person just because they're trans. And that's just in general, I don't get along with trans people. It's just because we have different interests, and having one thing in common is not going to make us friends. It's just like saying, everybody with a pink shirt is gonna get along. It's insanity. Just because we have one thing in common, we might even share experiences, but it does not mean that we are going to be friends. And I want to break away from that idea. And I want people to judge more and kind of give people a second chance. It's not like a second chance, but instead of just looking at one part of someone's identity, look at the entire person. Look at how they treat other people. Look at how they speak to their significant others. Look at how they treat animals, and judge the entire person. Don't just look into one part of their identity and come to a conclusion just based on that one part. I guess I've conveyed the information. I hope I successfully conveyed my idea to you, and maybe this will change your mind. If you meet someone and there is something unique to them that is kind of taboo in society, get to know the person and not just a part of them. Because if you get to know a part of them, you might be missing out on a pretty amazing person. I'm not saying I'm amazing. I'm a pretty damn bad person. But there are a lot of great people out there who are being eliminated and penalized, basically, just because of one part of their identity. And I want to change that. I don't have the ability or capacity to change that with one simple video, but I hope maybe in the future we can change how we analyze people, and we can be more open-minded, I guess. So yeah, this is the 10th time I've filmed this video. Either I've been interrupted or I've ended up being all stuttery. Okay, so until I see you guys next time, or until you see me because I can't see you, leave me a comment below. Talk to me, interact with me. Bye guys.